right. This is going to be kind of an embarrassing video today. I super got hacked this weekend and it's pretty embarrassing. It's really upsetting because try to take security really seriously. If you've watched my other videos, I've gone into depth about like how I try really, really hard to take security serious. And take try to do smart things as smart as you can, but I fucked up and I got hacked. This was a pretty nasty one that got a lot of people. Let's dig into it. So first, my random story for today. This will be a quick one and it ties directly into what I'm going to talk about. There was a really nasty bug in Next.js. So Next.js is a framework that Vercel is a hosting platform, if you're not familiar, they build Next.js really, really, really easily, let you deploy and host it on Vercel. I'm going to be really transparent. I do not like Next.js for a number of technical reasons. I don't really love the framework. I think it's been really bastardized just to fit Vercel's needs. I don't really like Vercel. I think it's kind of a waste of money, to be completely blunt. I prefer to self-host. I want to use as much open source tooling, self-host, be independent, not have huge cloud bills for the websites and projects I'm building. And interesting enough, like Next and especially Vercel got a lot of shit for this bug. So what is this bug? This was not a Next.js bug. This came from like core React. So React is the very popular library that powers the web. It's really taken over the web in the last decade from Meta or Facebook originally. And it is the de facto way like people do front-end apps. Like so much of the industry uses React. I've used React for years. They have moved to a new architecture called server components, where part of the app is rendered on the back end. It ships a very minimal chunk to the front end, so your browser, and then it fetches on the front end and loads in the details, essentially. Like, I'm really oversimplifying. So the problem was with that architecture. It's kind of been a shit show security-wise. There's been bugs. There's a lot of lack of like knowledge how things are working internally, because there's so many abstractions. Like with Next.js, that's kind of one of my core complaints with Next.js is they abstract away so much. It's like a black box. You just don't really know what's going on. You just know how to use the tooling. So it was actually React on the server piece. There was a really super serious bug. This is as high of a critical bug as you can get. It's basically a 10 out of 10, very serious. Why? Because you can, long story short, with the exploit, people made a tool where you make one call to an API point. So you scan the internet, you find a Next.js app. You make one call, and you can inject and run code on the server. This is how I got owned. They did that to me. I saw that so I learned about this pretty quickly. I quickly patched all of my projects, but I forgot to patch one. I thought one was okay. I was in a hurry. I had a bunch of stuff going on, and I didn't patch one Next.js project. A scanner came and like put a crypto miner on the server and just completely they didn't take over, but like things were still running. But I woke up to alerts like, why are my websites not working? What's going on? And I started an investigation. I quickly saw that there was something dodgy and the box was compromised. Now, thank God I had nothing critical on there. It was my projects, my projects I had put out into the world, but no, I had no users. They had no paid customers. Thank God. The mailing list was not affected, but like the front end site was on that box, but like the data, the actual mailing list, all it does is like from the back end, the Next.js, it just calls it and puts it like does like a post So it just puts the data somewhere else. So like no one's data was affected, but like real users could have been affected. If I had real users on that box, it would have really sucked. I would have seriously fucked up and exposed people's data. So what was affected? My recent websites. This was on there, but like what? There's no user data. There's no. I have no like login. There's nothing. There's like nothing that could be stolen. This just makes it's the same thing it makes on the back end. It just verifies like you're not entering a wrong email. It just doesn't post to somewhere else. It just posts somewhere else the email. So like that wasn't compromised because like it's just sending a blind post somewhere else. There's like nothing here. Like this is all. Thank God there's nothing here. But there's API keys to like there's API keys like straight up like this thing right here calls open router that has an API key. So they probably got my API keys. So like ChatGPT, open router. So I had to go through and recreate API keys for everything. It sucked. So this took me like 2 days, y'all. But my whole weekend was doing this. And this was on the box, unfortunately. And again, there's like no real data. Thank God I built these things where you don't have to log in or sign in. So because there's no data, like they had the API keys, they could have seen people's hands. You can see the hands on the public website. So what does it matter? Thank God the raw pictures get deleted. So all you see is these like yeah, they could have gotten the info to go see the images of these. I mean, it's on the website. So luckily I built things where there was not data to steal. So all of these projects I've been working on, they were all hosted on this box. And projects I put out there that no one used, it just went nowhere. It was a flop. But yeah, one of those old projects has how I got hacked. It's really embarrassing. I'm really upset. You know, I tried to do the right thing and patch it, but I need to step it up if I'm going to be doing this self-hosting thing. So I just wanted to be transparent about that. It's not a good look to come on here and admit that I got hacked. But I also think it's important because don't take the shit serious. But if there's a really critical bug, you better drop everything and update your servers. And I did, but yeah, I fucked up. One of them I thought was okay. Yeah, I was wrong. There was one endpoint that they got me. The scanner got me. So my bad. Anyways, so that has really put me behind. I had to stop everything and work on this for a few days. So I'm super behind. I meant to get my project out today. Project number 7. Number 8 is ready to go, but I've been really stuck on some last technical bits that are really fucking hard. So that is coming hopefully on Friday. I'm super excited. It's like working. It's so magical. It's so cool. But this hack like wasted and killed my entire weekend. And I literally spent all weekend just getting that box killed, manually moving everything over, manually getting new keys for everything. Really sucked. What a pain in the ass. So like I said, thank God I don't have users because could you imagine sending an email? Sorry guys, your data was stolen, but there was no data to steal. Like really, like I said, pictures of people's hands. I don't even know how to contact those people. Like there was no sign them. It's fine. Like your pictures are all on the web anyway. So it's like, well, okay. So someone could have like looked at the raw image you could just see on the page. So thank God I didn't have any real user data. Like seriously. I'm going to continue working today, tomorrow, really hard, push hard to try to get the next big project out. It's going to be a good one. Really cool stuff. I finally have it working in a way that I'm happy. So stay tuned. But that's all I got for today. Hopefully see you Friday.